What's up guys, Shockwave640 here today, and this will be my first video review. And I'm sorry there was a really long delay between my first two videos, which are the stop motions of the Creo Transformers Devastator and Bruticus. I just didn't have the equipment that I needed to record, but so I decided to go ahead and build my own tripod for my phone. So I am recording this with the cell phone, just in case you guys wanted to know. I will be doing a review over the tripod just in case you guys would like to build one, but that would be later on, after I get my actual tripod in the mail so that I can actually record. But anyways, we will be reviewing the Transformers Kabaya Kits Onslaught, Motormaster, and Skydive. Or not Skydive, Silverbolt. I don't know why I said Skydive. Silverbolt, that's Silverbolt. Not Skydive. Silverbolt. 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 Okay, this will be a three-part video because, as you can see, there's three of these guys, and they are parts formers, so you have to take them apart and rebuild them. Countless, pretty much for every one of their modes. I think the one that has the least parts forming is this guy, Motormaster. I think he's got the least parts forming. I don't know. It could be Onslaught here, but we'll see whenever we get to there. I will be doing them in the order that they sit here because this is my favorite one to my least favorite one. Onslaught being my favorite one because I am a Bruticus nut. I love Bruticus. Bruticus forever. Bruticus and Shockwave, my two favorite. And then I'll do Motormaster because I like Motormaster's... I like his design. I like how they tried with him. It was better than the G1 toy, but obviously not sticker-wise and such, and there's no die casting these guys. They're model kits, so they're just little $10 model kits. I spent $10 to get all three of these guys, so... Anyways, so moving off these two, we'll set them off to the side, and bringing in Onslaught here. Let me grab Onslaught's box if you want to see it, because these boxes are kind of unique. Here's Onslaught's package, moving off the other two packages. So, taking a look here at Onslaught's package, right here you can see where he's got his Bruticus mode, and is sold separately are the guys that make the limbs, which I don't have them, but I think that if you buy this separately, they can also actually combine and make their own combiner, but they also do work with the body guys. You can see Onslaught's third mode there, which is like this really cool looking mobile base, which I do like. It does look cool. Here you can see Onslaught's robot mode and his vehicular mode. Here I imagine that this is Transformers up here for the 30th anniversary. You got this really nice picture of Onslaught there, very G1 looking. You got the same picture up there, right here. And then there you can see Silverbolt, you can see Motormaster and Silverbolt. And you do get a little sad Pac-Man, a little IMGO reference. I do want to give a shout out to IMGO, Optibotimus, Mitch Santona, and Prime 92. These guys are amazing reviewers, and if you have not seen them or subscribed to them, you should really check them out. They're really cool. I don't know what anything on this box says. It's all in Japanese, so I have no idea. But this is number 3 in this wave, so I'm not doing them in any specific order. It's just thought I'd let you know. He is obviously a Decepticon. He is Onslaught. Turning this around, this is just the building instructions. You can see right there, transforming building instructions. Moving on, and that's that. It wasn't just a rectangular box, and you have to carefully undo it without ripping anything because the instructions are printed on the inside. And then there's these little baggies with the runners, and this comes with the parts for him. You can just take the runners off, or you can use nippers. I didn't use nippers because I didn't have any at the time, and I still don't have any, which I really should get some. I'm just using an X-Acto knife to build my models. There's Onslaught. This is a nice little G1 truck. Another thing I have to say about these guys is the stickers on them are very bad. I mean, as you can see, the wheel here fell off. On the other side, this wheel's starting to peel off. The windshields are peeling off here. This green section's starting to come off. This doesn't stay flat on there at all for Bruticus's chest plate. And then you can see right here, nothing really stays tabbed together because you can see that's supposed to stay like that. It's just got a huge crack going down the middle. That can't be helped. It's just there. Taking up this ramp here, it's tagged on there quite securely. Careful not to break anything. That would, since the camera's on, it doesn't want to work. Come on, get off. There you go. And then these two just detach, and then you get this nice kind of airplane drone, and you get this little ramp here. Setting those off to the side. Unpegging Onslaught's cannon, which it's a nicely molded gun. It's just in this bluish green kind of color, which they all do have a weapon in that color. And then here's his basic truck mode. The cannon does rotate, not very much because Bruticus's head is stored in the back right here, as you can see right there. The cannon does rotate, and if you don't want this, it's like flatbed trailer here, you can, since they are model kits, you can just pull his legs off, which I need to do anyways, and you kind of have this little basic truck. So it's a nice touch. If you want to do that, you can. It looks cool either way, but he doesn't have a robot mode anymore because those were his legs. And pegging the legs back on. For truck mode, they're pegged on the middle peg. For Bruticus mode, they'll go on the outside, so I need to put them back in because for robot mode, they do go in the middle pegs. Now, to transform him, you just want to kind of flip him, just kind of flip him around a little bit. I pegged the legs on in the wrong spots. I can't believe I just did that. I've never done that before. I've been fiddling with these guys ever since I first got them last year. Beginning of last year. So, oh well. Camera's on. Weird things happen. But to transform him, you just want to fold these up. They don't tab in or anything. You just kind of sit there. Well, hang on. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't even remember how to transform these guys. Actually, you want to take their legs off. And you want to peg this part out. It was pegged in that hole there. Pegged into there. You actually want to bring it up and peg it into this first hole. No, that's the wrong hole. Wait. Yeah, you want to peg it into this hole so it actually has that wiggle room. Do the same with the other leg. Come in here. Do the same so that they look like that. Then you want to come to the back here and peg them into these first holes, like so. Fold these sections back. I'm just kind of trying to get him standing and fiddle with him a little bit. Grab this truck section right here. See, it's a model kit. That's what it'll do. Okay, usually in my reviews I will point out where stickers and such are, but for these guys I won't, because you can obviously tell where the stickers are just by looking at them. Pull his arms down. Now you want to come to the side. You just want to grab his fists and fold them out like that. And for this one, there's this little notch here for your fingernail. Fold it out like that. And here is Onslaught in his robot mode. And I have to say, I really do like his robot mode. He's really, really cool looking. He doesn't have the schematics or whatever on his chest there. It would have been cool to put a sticker there with just a little hole right there. But, oh well, I still like him. He's really cool. He's a little spin around. His arms are quite hollow, but it doesn't bother me too much. And he's got a little bit of hollow going on the back, but I don't display my figures facing this way, so that doesn't bother me too much. A little Decepticon symbol there, which I do like. Got a close up on his head. It's an okay head sculpt. I mean, not the best in the world, but yeah, what you see is what you get. It's okay. Grabbing his gun here, he does hold it very, very securely. You just, well, you peg it into his arm without ripping his arm off. That really does help. And then you can make him blast Autobots with his guns. And then, oh, this part fell off too. Really? I'm sorry, you guys. These guys just, they fall apart. I mean, they aren't the best model kits in the world. They're cheap. They're probably just $5 to make one of these things. I mean, it's nothing. You can take his other two weaponries and such, and taking the Bruticus chest and using this post, it will clip into the combiner port on his arm. And then it makes this neat looking little shield, which I do like to display him with. And then he's got the ramp, which I don't like to display him with, but I usually do. that simply, you just use one of these two pegs here, and you just slide it right into his hand, and then he's got kind of like a handheld shield. And then so you can just have him chilling there on your shelf or on your desk or whatever. These are very cool topic pieces. I mean, somebody could walk into your office and you could see him standing there, like, hey, whoa, what is that? It's like a mini Onslaught. If anybody knew who he actually was. If you had friends who were Transformer fans, and they're like, whoa, I haven't seen this guy in forever, because he is very, very G1 looking. Obviously, this isn't size or the goodness of the G1 figure, but he is still very, very cool. And now let's get into his articulation, and to do that, I'm just going to take off all of his weapons and accessories, except for the back cannons. Now, articulation, his arms will go up and down for the transformation. You can move his hands in and out if you want to. Full 360 rotation here on the arms. His legs will go out that far, nothing forward and back. And his knee here can do all of this. He can he can do a jig. That's really all that's for, just jigging. Jiggling. I don't know. Whatever you find it used for, I guess. I mean, no, there's really nothing it can be used for. Now, moving on to Bruticus mode. Oh yeah, and his head does swivel. Whoa, just broke his neck. His head is on a swivel as well. Unlike G1 Toy, I don't think it had. No. To get him into combiner mode, you do want to push both of his hands back in. You want to fold these arms back, like so. Make sure he's looking forward. Grab this back cannon. Pull that off, like so. It is very, very... Be careful with this, because that peg is so long, and that hole right here on Onslaught's butt is so tight. You just gotta be really careful. Pull out Bruticus's head. Plug the cannon back into his butt. Make sure it's pointing straight up. And then, let me set him down real quick. You see these little tiny grooves here on the inside of the helmet for Bruticus's face? Those will actually slot in that right there. So it'll go in like that. Give it a little push, and there you go. You got Bruticus's head on there. And now you want to fold these back down again. Once it take them, they were pegged into the bottom hole, and then you want to peg them into that top hole, like for, oh, this is for Bruticus mode. I pegged that right back into the same hole. I'm sorry, guys. This video is taking a lot longer than it really should, but I really want to take time and explain things in these videos. I don't like to rush my reviews. He's kind of bring his legs. I am completely transforming him wrong. His legs go back into vehicle mode. I completely forgot what that second peg was for. That second peg is for his base mode, which I completely forgot to show off. Peg those on the outsides like so. On the outside pegs. So you have him like this. Grab his chest plate using this peg. Peg right into his chest. And push it in. Like so. And there you have him in his Bruticus torso mode. And this is a really, really cool looking Bruticus torso. I really like this thing. On the bottoms of his feet here, these are where you can peg in his legs. And here on the arms is where you peg in the arm guys. The articulation for this torso, he will have this joint here, so if you want to swing around his arms even more than you really could, because that is on a post there. And then his legs can do this. Nothing forward and back, and the head will turn side to side. So there is that. And now, I don't really know how to transform him into his base mode, guys, so you have to bear with me here for a second. Alright, so taking off all of his Bruticus stuff. I'd be really careful. I really don't want to break anything. I mean, I know these guys were cheap. I don't want to break anything though, because You're breaking a toy. I don't want to break a toy. Okay, so it says to go ahead and rip his legs off as well. This is what the instructions are telling me to do. I'm doing what the instructions are saying. I'm gonna fold those back up and make sure everything's pegged together. It says to grab his body. If you had, and it says if you had these two pegged together, you actually need to just fold them straight down like this. And it also says to unpeg his cannon here, like that. Alright guys, sorry about that. That was an obvious jump cut, but my phone randomly stopped recording for some reason. I really don't know why. It was kind of weird. But, the video must go on, so let's continue transforming him into his mobile base mode. Right now we just separated his arms and did all that. So what you want to do now is you want to take these out of his legs. Take them both out. I'm going to grab Onslaught here. We want to grab these and make sure that you peg that peg into the inside hole facing out like that. And do the same with the other side so that he's doing the splits. Then you want to grab his legs here and they will peg on like so. It will peg on here onto this first hole, like so, like this. So he's doing that. You want to have him in this configuration, and then what you want to do is you want to flip him over like this. Grab his little turret here. Grab his gun. Peg it back into here like in vehicle mode, so that you have it like that. And then that will peg into the back of Onslaught's head. There is a little, really small tab there. So you have his cannon like this. You want to take the ramp, and using this little hook here, it will peg right into Onslaught's actual butt. Like so. And then you want to grab, oh actually, put Bruticus's head back in there. And plug this back. I'm sorry, you couldn't see anything. Plug that back in Onslaught's head. And then you take this and plug it back onto the ramp. And that's it, guys. There you have Onslaught in his mobile base mode. And I say this again, this is a really cool looking base mode. I really like this base mode. It's kind of weird looking from the side and from the back, but if you just have it at an angle like that, that looks cool. I don't know if the G1 toy could do anything like this. I know it had a base mode. I don't know if it looked anything like this, but I like this. Yeah, I like the little ramp here. If you do want to, if you had the little arm guys, you can just take off this little drone. You put one of them there, you can knock it off and he'll slide down the ramp, like in the G1 toys, like they did. And then you have the cannon here, which you can rotate side to side, and then you have this gun, which you also can rotate side to side, and it also comes off. But so yeah, there he is. This is Onslaught in his mobile base mode. Well guys, that's it for Onslaught, so please like, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hear people's comments. Comment away. I will try to answer as many people as I can. If they're just random troll comments, I will completely ignore them. Sorry, I just don't like trolls. If they're actual serious questions, or if they're questions about like requests or something like that for reviews, I will look into it. So, well, I'll have to see you next time, guys. So thanks for watching.